Okay. Welcome sa bagong lesson natin for Ichimoku Kinko Hyo Definitive Masterclass. Today, we will be learning basic setups na pwede nyo nang gamitin based sa mga natutunan nyo so far. Okay? Ang focus natin will be on Kairi Trading. Kairi in Japanese means estrangement. And the reason why we're focusing on this first is because, as na-mention ko before, ang Ichimoku nagfo-focus siya sa equilibrium. And Kairi Trading is essentially mean reversion. So we want to capitalize on the fact that the indicator that we're using is focused on equilibrium, hence nakakatulong siya sa mean reversion. Okay? Now, mapapansin nyo na ang chart natin ngayon hindi part ng PSE. I have decided to use the gold chart dito sa TradingView just because merong replay feature kasi dito and it's easier to teach if I can do it candle by candle. We can move forward together rather than ipapakita ko yung buong picture na. And parang, ang hirap pwedeng sabihin na, kasi, tawag ito? Kasi, nakita mo na yung mangyayari So, ang daling sabihin ng ganyan So, mas maganda, kumbaga mas realistic na matuturo ko kapag ganito yung situation natin. Pero since alam ko, karamihan ng nanonood, nagtitrade ng Philippine stocks or sa PSE, we will only be looking at long trades. So, mga pataas lang. Okay? Para applicable siya. Now, from here, meron akong dalawang primary ways para mag-trade ng Kairi Trading. Okay? So, in order to show that, let's move the candle forward a little bit. But before I do, I just want you to note na this is yung 52 bars palikod. I just wanted to show you where Senko Span B is. So parang ito yung calculation na ito yung highest high and lowest low over the past 52 periods, which is from here to here. So yung Senko Span B is ito and ito divided by 2. So buburahin ko na to dito. Okay? I just wanted to show you para lang refresher ng mga lessons natin so far. Okay, and then remember, Chico Span is 26 periods backward. So ito, yung close ng candle na to is ito sa Chico Span. Now, normally, okay, karamihan ng tao based sa mga natutunan nila sa internet so far, ang gagawin nila, Kumo breakout na. Buy na tayo. 'Di ba? Positive, bullish yung Kumo sa harap, buy na tayo. Pero, okay, hindi muna yun yung pag-uusapan natin today. We will get to yung trend following section in the next lesson or two. Today, ang focus natin is yung mean reversion, or you could also call it range trading in a sense. Now, paano nyo masasabi na ang environment na currently nag-exist sa chart na tinitignan nyo o sa market na tinitignan nyo is ranging? Usually, masasabi nyo yun kapag nagbubuhol-buhol yung iba-ibang mga lines natin. So, parang mga ganito, nagbubuhol-buhol ang Chico Span, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, Senko Span A, Senko Span B. Parang ganyan. So, essentially, if you really look at this, nag-range yung environment na to, albeit in a big way, in a big range. Okay? Kapag gusto nyo tignan in a tighter range, you can also look at it this way. Okay? So, sa range na to, kita nyo, buhol-buhol lahat. Okay? And as we move forward sa chart, makikita nyo rin na mangyayari ulit yung ganito kasi nga ang tinitignan natin is range trading. Now, what do we want to see para sa unang setup? Okay? First, we want to see price deviate away upwards from the Kijun Sen. Parang yung nangyayari ngayon. Now, let's take this forward bit by bit. Okay? Now, what happens? Nag-collapse tayo sa Kijun Sen. Okay? Now, before na tayo mag-focus dyan, before do sa trade, Paalala lang ulit based sa mga natutunan natin so far. So one of the ways we see kung malakas nga ba or maayos yung pullback is if 26 periods moving forward like so, yung kumbaga gradual yung pagbalik ng price sa equilibrium. Right now, ang bilis ng baksak niya, di ba? So based sa previous lesson, nakita ko lang yung opportunity kasi sayang. Maaaring kailangan mas tutukan na natin to kasi bumabaksak siya faster than we expected. Okay? So let's delete this na kasi naturo ko na yan. Now, bumaba yung price. Okay? Baba, baba. Now, what do we want to see? We want to see the Kijun-sen start flattening out. Okay? Then, we want to see na, okay, parang nagbubuo siya. Nakikita nyo, di ba? Nagbubuo na yung range. Nagbubuhol-buhol na yung mga lines natin. Yung Chikou span, nandito na, naigulo na. Yung Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, nagkagulo na rin. Di ba? Yung Senko span A, which is here, naabot na rin nila. Baka papunta na rin sila Senko span B. Kumbaga, pagulo-gulo na lahat. So, ibig sabihin, nagsisimula na baka nag-range na tayo or mag-reverse na yung direction ng trend. Okay? Now, pag nakakita ko ng ganito, ang una kong ginagawa is I measure how far price has moved up from the last time prior to tong baksak na to na flat yung Kijun-sen. Okay? In this case, around 41 ticks. Okay? 41 points. Pagka nakakita ang ganyan, ang hinahanap ko ngayon is, kaya bang bumaba nung price? Okay? So, to, nag-flatten na siya, di ba? Did price fall down roughly as much as yung dito sa taas? Okay? So, etong low na to is based from here, di ba? Around 36. Ito around saan tong, so dito yung low niya. Around 39, 40, 41, mga ganon. So, more or less, pareho ang linayo niya. Diba? Hindi mo may expect na kailangan, sabi dapat 41 dito, dapat dito 35. O kaya kunyari sa PEC, dapat dito 5 pesos, dito sakto 5 pesos. Then, syempre, di naman natin maaasahan ganyan. Ang tinitignan natin is more or less, nag-establish siya ng range na yung tinaas niya sa binaba niya based sa equilibrium, more or less, nasa similar boundaries, nasa similar na layo. Pag nakakakita ako ng ganito, ang unang pumapasok sa utak ko is, okay, dahil flat yung Kijun-sen, meaning clear-cut yung equilibrium natin, pwede akong maghanap ng trade na may magandang risk-reward pabalik ngayon do sa flat na Kijun-sen. Okay? Buburahin ko lang to para hindi magulo. Or rather, aangat ko siya kung nasaan yung Kijun-sen currently. Okay? Kijun-sen is the red line. Now, from here, ano yung una ko nakikita? Meron akong magandang stop loss. Okay? Let me just erase these para hindi sagabal, no? Meron akong magandang stop loss. My stop loss can either go dito, okay, sa baba ng candle na to, the last support before we pushed higher, okay, or it can go sa baba ng Kumo, okay, dito. Now, meron ako nakikitang ganyan. Ano ngayon? Titignan ko ngayon kung worth it ba yung risk-reward na i-take based from this. So, let's assume that you wanted to enter at the close of that candle and ito yung stop mo. Okay? And then, ito yung target natin, which is yung Kijun-sen. This ratio, this reward ratio, is roughly 1:1. Okay? Which means, I really don't want my stop even further than that kasi ito as is, 1.1:1, borderline siya sa akin eh. I know that I can get away with trading 1.1:1 na risk reward kasi I know my data, I know my statistics. In order for you to know if this is something that you can get away with, then you need to know your statistics too. And you can only do that by backtesting and forward testing, no? So let me erase this because di ko lalagay dyan. Dito yung stop ko, may clear cut na stop. It doesn't have to go below Kumo. Or in fact, kung gusto ko talaga below Kumo, I can put it in right below this to sa flat end ng Kumo. Okay? Kasi moving forward, yan naman talaga yung makikita. Halos nandyan na tayo, di ba? I can move it here. Okay? To target there. Kapag dito, mas maganda ng konti. 1.25:1. Personally, I would put it here, but you could put it there. It doesn't matter. Now, I would enter at the close of a bullish candle. Okay, hindi bearish candle ha. Kailangan a bullish candle para may chance man lang na siya na yung swing low. And then I will target, number 1 is yung Kijun Sen, where I will exit half of my position. And then number 2 is yung high end ng range, which in this case is about 3:1. So that trade will work out na more or less 2:1 if everything goes according to plan. Okay? So, what we will do is, I will just draw out both para kita. Okay, I will draw out both trades. So, more or less, no? Lagay natin dito. Then, dito yung target. Alright. So, ganyan. Okay, then let's move forward to chart. Now, what happens? Price pulls back. Moves higher. First target is hit. Okay? As you can see, buhol-buhol pa rin yung mga tawag ito, yung mga lines natin. We're still in range. Okay, even without the lines, kita naman yung range, 'di ba? Then we're still holding on to our position, but at this point what I would do is I would move my stop up na. Okay? I would move my stop up. Where stop goes, depende sa inyo. But since nag-prove na siya na kaya niya umangat ng ganito, I would likely move my stop here. Para liliit na yung risk ko. Diba? Then from here, let's see what happens next. Untog siya sa Kijun Sen. Price breaks above Kijun Sen. Okay, at this point, medyo confident na ako na pwede niyang balikan yung high end ng trade. So, ang gagawin ko, aangat ko na naman yung stop ko. Lalagay ko na siya sa baba ng... Sorry, ayaw magpaangat ng stop. Sa baba ng Tenkan Sen. Gagamitin ko na siyang trail stop. So, assured na tayo na at the very least may kita tayo dun sa trade. Okay? Then we move forward. Forward. Okay? Now, stop obviously is trailing up here. Pull back. At this point, okay? Sorry, nagalaw ko. At this point, we are so close to target. Tas hindi siya nag-close at target na, but we got so close, I would exit the trade. Kasi wala nang point eh. It almost hit target. Ipipilit ko pa ba yan ng liit-liit na lang? Diba? Now, in this point in time, maaaring sinasabi nyo, hindi, magka-trend pa rin yan kasi yun yung natutunan ko sa internet na yun nga. Breakout ng Kumo eh, di ba? Pero what are the lines telling us? Buhol-buhol pa rin siya. Yes, Chico span is now above price and that's a good thing. But price hasn't really gone anywhere. If you look at it, we're still range bound. Now, let's see what happens next. Price pulls back. We actually almost hit target again here. And we eventually hit target here, no? Now, obviously, hindi ko nasakyan na yung pataas. And the lines have separated, so kahit papano, may trend na tayo at least in the short term. Now, what happens here? Price pulls back once more. Then the lines start getting convoluted again. Okay? Now, from here, nakikita natin, magulo na naman, bumalik na naman. So we're still trapped within that range, no? Yes, we could push higher from here. Yes, price hasn't broken below this level of Senko Span B. But remember, we are looking 26 periods forward. And in this case, nahabol na niya. So we don't really want to be long. Okay? But we will notice na nagpa-flatten na naman yung Kijun-sen. Diba? So again, we measure. From here to here is roughly 49. Okay? From this flat to that flat, mga 35. Okay? Mga 35. Yup. Mga 35. Not very close, but baka pwede, no? Tignan natin kung magka-flatten to or kung mabigyan tayo ng bullish na candle dito. Wala. Tapos, bumaba ulit. So, wala. Wala pa. Tingin ulit. Okay. So, nag-flatten na naman yung Kijun-sen. And from there to here, we are at about 42, 43. Dito, 48, 49. Ganon, di ba? Okay, so napapaisip na ako. Pwede ba? Pwede ba tayong mag-mean revert? Kasi, flat na naman yung Kijun-sen, pero di pa ako binibigyan ng bullish price action. So, hanap tayo. Okay, nag-close tayo ng bullish candle. So, let me remove these. The parameters have more or less been met. Saan ako ngayon maglalagay ng stop? Okay, kailangan ko i-assess. Pag dito ako naglagay ng stop, sobrang tight. Parang di ko siya gano'ng binibigyan ng room. So, stop has to go down a bit lower. Okay? Dito, wala akong future kumo na pwedeng asahan. Wala akong kumo na maasahan. Nasa ilalim na tayo eh. Dapat dito sinasabi is, hindi, wag ka na mag-trade. Diba? Pero, dito pwede tayo maglagay na stop. So, tignan natin if worth it ba na i-trade yung ganito. So, from here to here, then to Kijun-sen, more or less, 1.1:1 ulit. And then from there to here is 2.59. Not bad, di ba? So, again, ito-drawing ko ng 2 beses para lang. Guys, I'm not being, super precise. Alam nyo naman more or less yung idea do sa no? Hindi ko na, kasi hahaba lalo tong video. Okay. Kasi, alam natin na we're still trapped within the range. Diba? Essentially, ipit pa nga tayo dito sa malaki na to eh. Itong leg down na to, ipit pa tayo dyan eh. So, from here, we enter the trade there. Okay, stop there. We're aiming for the Kijun-sen first. Then, dito sa taas, no? Top end ng range. What happens? Price starts moving higher. And we hit target. Once target is hit, we move stop to minimize our potential losses. This trade is done. Okay? Kung ayaw nyo dito, mas aggressive kayo, you can also move your stop beneath yung Tenkan-sen. Pero dahil dikit na dikit siya dito, di ko muna gagawin, no? Parang ang tight masyado. Then we move down. We hold. Okay? So, around this time, tinetrail ko na yan dito sa Tenkan-sen. Okay, yung stop. Pero again, pagka ganitong sobrang tight, huwag nyong ipilit. Bigyan nyo ng konting allowance. Pwede naman siguro dito sa baba na siya ng kumo or something kasi positive na eh. Each case is different. You need to trail your stop properly. Once na above na yung Tenkan-sen ng Kijun-sen, huwag nyo nang ipilit kasi sobrang dikit na yan eh. Usually gumagapang na yan eh. Diba? Huwag nyo nang ipilit. Pwedeng dito na lang sa baba ng kumo or something. Positive naman na kayo eh. Basta, it doesn't matter. Just trail your stop in one way, form or another. Ako, what I would do is I would leave it here dito sa bottom ng range. Nag-swing dito bago nag-push higher. I would leave it there. Then, when this close ng ganito, okay, I would probably move it dito sa baba na ng Kijun-sen kasi pataas na yung Kijun-sen eh. Okay, I'm not gonna give you a hard, fast rule kasi each and every single situation will be different. Diba? All that matters is Kahit nga ilagay nyo sa break-even, pwede. Basta ang mahalaga, tinetrail nyo yung stop nyo in one way, shape, or form. Now, from here, what happens next? Again, oh, it hit target. So, it hit target, we're out of the trade. Okay? So, I've given you 2 examples of the first way that I trade using Kairi Trading. Yung mine-measure ko how far we go from equilibrium. Then, if price drops down ng parang ganun ulit, iniisip ko na, okay, baka yan na yung end ng range. I go for, on the first bullish candle, I find the stop. Kijun-sen as first target. High end of range is the next target. Then, I check for risk reward. Hanggang Kijun-sen, minimum kailangan 1:1. If it's below that, I don't take the trade. Okay? But if it's at least 1:1, I will take the trade. I will exit. Ako personally, 50% of my position. If you want to exit a bit less, that's up to you. Kung ayaw nyo mag-exit at all, that's again up to you. Kanya-kanyang style yan. But ako, I exit half here. I secure my gains. And then I move my stop up. And then, I see if maabot yung next target. If yung parang dito na bitin ng konti, I will still exit. Kasi kita na yan eh. Hindi ko na ipipilit na konting-konti na lang. Kailangan ma-hit pa ba? I will exit the trade. And that's the first way that I trade with Kairi Trading. So, hopefully, clear naman yung explanation ko sa inyo. In our next video, I will show you the second way I use using Kairi Trading. Range trade pa din. Yung mean reversion trading pa din. Okay? And we will do a few examples of that style of trading kasi yon mas common na nangyayari. Okay? So, I hope na naging useful naman yung naituro ko sa inyo today. Sana magamit nyo ng mabuti. Please, before you apply any trading strategy, please backtest it properly. Okay? Make sure na naintindihan nyo siya ng mabuti. Feel free to keep replaying and rewatching this video. Okay? Try nyo intindihin ng maayos bago nyo i-apply sa live trading. Backtest, watch video repeatedly, learn until you're sure na naiintindihan nyo ng mabuti yung tinuro sa inyo. Then you apply it to live trading. Okay? So, with that said, good luck and happy trading.